Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to actually make money in 2024 online. Okay, it's not going to be any of this other stuff where people don't tell you what to do and don't tell you what things you can actually do and just string you along for 20 minutes. Look, there's only four ways in which you can make money. It's either you have a skill to sell, a service to sell, a product to sell, or information to sell. Those are the four ways that you make money. All right. So let's start with number one, which is a skill. Everyone has a skill. It's just a matter of if that skill is in demand. Do people actually want that skill? Do people actually care to pay money for that skill? And you basically have to evaluate the market and see what it is that people need. What do people need? This is the problem when it comes to people making products and making money and making things that they try to sell, is they don't think about other people's problems. They think about making something that's cool for them. They don't think about what other people need. You have to be more selfless if you want to make money, because people only buy things to solve problems. And I've spoken about this in other videos, but people only buy things to solve problems. So you have to think of what problems people have in the world and then offer something through a skill that's able to help them. So for instance, right, this isn't an online example, but let's say you're a plumber. That's a skill. Somebody has a bad plumbing occur at their house, their toilet's clogged or whatever. They don't know how to fix it. You know how to fix it. That's a skill you can charge money for, because they have a problem and they need to pay money to fix it. And plumbers make a lot of money. Now, if we move that to an online context, the easiest thing for me to think of is video services, right? So if you're a creator like me, your DMs are flooded with people who are trying to make short form content for you and edit your YouTube videos and all this type of stuff. These people have a skill. And if they reach out to enough people daily, they're going to get a solid group of clients and they're going to start making money. So if you have a skill, let's say you go on YouTube for free and learn how to edit video, or learn how to mix sound, or learn how to write, or learn copy, learn marketing copy and all these sorts of things. If you reach out to at least 100 people a day with your skill, offering your skill, you are going to make some money eventually, right? And then what you do with that skill, which you're now offering as a service, since you're doing things for people, that is a service, right? What you do is you start making enough money from enough clients that you start outsourcing the work. All right. You start outsourcing the work. So I've dealt with some people who are copywriters who are definitely outsourcing the work because they're too busy. So they knew other copywriters and they did the copy. I don't care as long as it works, as long as it gets done, right? I've worked with video editors who outsource the work. I don't care as long as it gets done, right? As long as it's good and as long as it gets done. They're scaling their business. This is what we talk about, scale. So you get your skill, you reach out to people, you offer it as a service, you start making enough money that you can outsource at least one person, one employee to start doing some of the work. And then eventually it's all employees doing the work. Then you're scaling up your business. You're removing your time from it. So you just focus on other things, whether it's getting attention or closing clients and stuff like that. This is a very simple breakdown of how you start scaling up a business, right? Now, that's offering your skill as a service. At the beginning, that takes a lot of time. But let me tell you something. People are so obsessed with passive income, right? They're so obsessed with passive income because they're lazy. You need to earn your right to passive income, basically. So you got to put the time into something in order for it to start making some money, and then you can start earning passive income, right? At the beginning, especially if you have $0, you're going to pay with your time to get something done, especially if you're starting from nothing. You pay in time or you pay in money. And if you don't have money, then you have to pay in time. It's that simple. Now, we'll go over to information. When do product last? Let's go over to information. So let's say you've developed this skill around video editing, around building a business around video editing, or building a business around your skill and offering it as a service. You can now sell information about this. You can sell the information of how other people can build their own editing business, or how other people can build their own service-based business online. And information, everyone's attracted to selling information because it's easy, or they think it's easy, right? Where you make a course or something and sell that, and people love that model because they think it's passive. The problem with the speed of information now is that as soon as you make your course, next month it's out of date. So you have to continually update it. Instead of courses, what I would do is cohorts. I would do cohorts. So a cohort is basically you just take a group of people and teach them something. And then 2 months later, you take another group and teach them something, because the information that's available now 2 or 3 months later has changed. As long as you're staying on the cutting edge of your industry, you're going to have new information to teach. And the thing is with the cohort model is that, one, it stays up to date. Two, some people who are in the previous cohort will come to the next cohort because they want the information that's new now. So instead of courses, I do cohorts. And you got to have some skill to be able to speak if you do a cohort, because most of them are live. You do live calls and teach people things. And I think that's where things are going to be moving to in terms of information if you want to monetize it. Because courses, without a massive brand and stuff like that, courses are just going to get out of date. And what you did 2 months ago is not going to help people now. So when it comes to information, yeah, definitely package cohorts. Now, if you're well networked, you can make a lot of money off of information. I have calls with people. I could charge $1,000 or $2,000 a call, depending on what it is I'm talking about. Like I made another video talking about my staffing solutions system, right? That made me 61 grand in a day. And that was basically selling information, selling what was in my mind to people. But it's because of network why I was able to charge that much. I was able to speak to people who were running businesses who could afford to pay me that sort of money. So if you have the right network, you can make a lot with information products. And that's what everyone's trying to sell online right now. Information. Because it's the most separated from your time, but I'm finding it to be less separated from your time nowadays. Because you got to do cohorts and you got to do live calls, and people don't trust courses as much as they used to. And also, the information's on the internet for free. I say this all the time. Even the people in my own program. I tell them, yo, look, listen, everything I have taught you in like the modules we have within the next realm, if you look hard enough and spend enough time learning online, you will learn these things. It's just a matter of piecing it all together, which is the problem, right? You're going to have a bunch of scattered information. You're not going to know how to put it together well. So that's really the issue with that. But finally, move to a product, right? Now, a product, there's two ways to go about that. You can be an inventor and come up with some amazing invention of a product, right? Or, well, there's actually three ways. So you can invent something which is new that helps people do this and that and that and this, whatever. But most people aren't inventors. You can build a brand and create physical products around that. So if I look at a personal brand, like a Sam Sulek, for instance, Sam Sulek tomorrow could sell t-shirts, right? That's a physical product. He has a big enough brand. Tomorrow he could sell t-shirts and make some money. Or you could look at a product that's already working and is popular in the market, buy it cheap, brand it, sell it. I talk about this on Instagram a lot. So for instance, you could there was that sleeping tape, that hostage tape they call it, right? It's basically tape that you cover your mouth with at night and it helps you sleep better. And they call it hostage tape. You can get the same product on Alibaba for like $2. And you just brand that a little differently. You set up a website, you start making content around it, and then you sell it. Right? That's a product. Software is also a product, right? Software as a service can be a product. So like an email client, for instance, customer relationship manager like ActiveCampaign or ConvertKit. Those type of things are softwares as a service. So if you are techie like that and can build a software, you can make money. ChatGPT is a software, right? Me, I'm not techie like that, so I ain't building no software. But if you have a product, you can make money. And products make money. The problem with products, physical products especially, is that the margins aren't that great. So you gotta buy the product, ship the product, you deal with returns, you deal with all type of stuff. So me, I tend to not like things in the physical world, but they can make you a lot of money. So if I was you and I was starting from complete zero, I would develop a skill on for free, learn on YouTube, right? I would start offering that skill as a service. I would be DMing 100 people a day, minimum. You could do more, but there's no way that if you do enough volume that you won't get clients. It's just conversions like anything else. If you DM 100 people, you might get at least one, your first client, right? So I would do that service. Then what I would do is take some of the money that you've gotten from offering that service and join an online community so you can have a better network of people making money, and then you can bounce ideas. You can stay on the cutting edge of what's happening in the world in terms of money and the digital economy and other things, because network is really how the money is made. You want to make $61,000 in one day, you need to know some people. So I do that. I scale up my business. I'd hire some employees, and then I sell information. That's how you make money in 2024. That's how you actually make money in 2024. Digitally, at least. So, hope that helped y'all out. It's a little scattered, but it is what it is. I'll see y'all next time.